Hey, y'all doing? It's Rob Burnham, aka Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Retro TV 91. This time I'm doing another Christmas class. This time I'm reviewing How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This is the Jim Carrey version. What happens on this Christmas class is the Grinch is remembering how he hates the Who so much. And we find out about the Grinch because he goes down to Whoville because he wants to mess with the Who's a little bit. And he goes to the post office and he's mixing up all the mail. This is when he first meets Cindy Lou Who, and she is about to be crushed by the fragile press or whatever, and the Grinch saves her, and she thanks him for saving them, and then he wraps her up in wrapping paper and leaves, and he goes back home. Well, while this is happening, he's checking his heart or whatever to make sure it didn't grow in size or whatever, and he just goes back to his house and just chilling out doing what the Grinch does. Well, Cindy wants to learn more about the Grinch, so she goes around asking the Who's about the Grinch. She asks the Grinch's two mothers that raised him about him, and then she asks the mayor and Martha May, and what all they told them is about the time the Grinch went to the Christmas party at his school, and everybody picked on him because he shaved his beard and he had these blood patches everywhere where he first shaved. The reason he shaved his beard is because the mayor made fun of him, and the rest of them made fun of him whenever he showed his face, and he threw the present that he made for Martha May and broke it, and he went up to the mountain and never came back. Well, Cindy nominates the Grinch for the Who elation or whatever they call it, and she invites the Grinch down. Well, the Grinch comes down and he's celebrating with the Who's, and then he gets fed up and he destroys everything. He burns the tree and everything, and then he goes back home. Well, before he goes back home, they're putting up the spare tree, so he's trying to figure out how he can make the Who stop celebrating Christmas. And he's thinking and he's thinking, and he comes up with it. He dresses up as Santa Claus, he makes his own sleigh, and he goes down after Santa Claus leaves. And he's stealing all the Who's presents, and Cindy Lou Who wakes up, and she's asking him what he's doing. And he says there's a bulb on the tree that's messed up, and I'm taking it back to the workshop to work on it. And he tells her to go back to sleep. Well, he goes out throughout Whoville and steals all the presents, all the decorations, everything. He takes it back up to his mountain. Well, he's about to push it off the cliff, and he starts hearing the Who's singing. And the reason the Who's are singing is because they realize that Christmas isn't about presents, and the reason I realize this is because Cindy Lou Who made them realize this, and they all start singing. And the Grinch's heart starts growing 3 times its size, and he starts crying, and he starts getting Christmas spirit, and he goes to save the sleigh, and little does he know Cindy Lou Who's on top of the sleigh, and the sleigh's about to fall off the cliff, so he gets the extra strength to save Cindy Lou Who and the presents, and they ride him down there to the Whoville, and he tells the cop that he's sorry for what he did, and the cop lets him go. And then Martha May says that she loves the Grinch, and I guess they start a relationship or whatever. And then they had the big Who's celebration or whatever, and that's all that really happened in this special. If y'all ever watched How the Grinch Stole Christmas, what did y'all like about it? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Every video is awesome. Another celebration. So,